Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ainsa Brahmati Jafar. Today I am going to explain about question 1. First of all, current ratio. The formula of current ratio is current asset divided to current liabilities. Current ratio for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is much better than industry. It is because the current ratio for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is higher, which is 3.8 times, while current ratio for industry is lower, which is 2.5 times. Next, inventory turnover ratio. The formula is sales divided to inventory. Inventory turnover ratio for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is same with industry, which is both of them is 4.5 times. Next is average collection period. The formula is account receivable divided to net credit sales times to 365 days. Average collection period for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd company is not better than average collection period for industry. It is because the average collection period for company is higher, which is 103 days, while for industry is lower, which is only 18 days. Next, non-current asset turnover. The formula is sales divided to non-current asset. Non-current asset turnover for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd. Non-current asset turnover for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is much better than industry. It is because the non-current asset turnover for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is higher, which is 5.4 times, while non-current asset turnover for industry is lower, which is 4.1 times. Next is total asset turnover. The formula for total asset turnover is sales divided to total asset. Total asset turnover for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is not better than industry. It is because the total asset turnover for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is lower, which is 1.3 times, while total asset turnover for industry is higher, which is 1.5 times. Next is debt ratio. The formula for debt ratio is total debt divided to total asset times to 100. Debt ratio for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd company is better than debt ratio of the industry. It is because debt ratio for the company is higher, which is 29%, while debt ratio for industry is lower, which is 22%. Next is time interest earned. The formula is earning before interest and tax divided to interest. Time interest earned for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is much better than industry. It is because the time interest earned for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd is higher, which is 14 times, while time interest earned for industry is lower, which is 9.6 times. Next is net profit margin. The formula for net profit margin is net income divided to sales and times 100. Net profit margin for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd company is not better than net profit margin of the industry. It is because net profit margin for the company is lower, which is 9.4 times, while net profit margin for industry is higher, which is 10%. Next is return on asset. The formula for return on asset is net income divided to total asset and also times for 100. Return on asset for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd company is not better than return on asset of the industry. It is because return on asset for the company is lower, which is 13%, while return on asset for industry is higher, which is 15%. Last but not least is return on equity. Return on equity formula is net income divided to ordinary share times 100. Return on equity for Sri Meru Sdn Bhd company is not better than return on equity of the industry. It is because return on equity for the company is lower, which is 17%, while return on equity for industry is higher, which is 19.23%. That's all from me, Ainsa Brahmati Jafar. Thank you. For question 1.3 Roman, provide possible reasons for the weaknesses and recommend appropriate actions to be taken to improve shareholders' wealth.
There are so many suggestions that can be an action to be taken to improve shareholder wealth. First, increase sales revenue. They can explore new market, customer segment, or geographical areas. Also can launch new product or services. Next, they also can improve their operational efficiency. For example, they need to streamline the production processes to reduce costs and improve efficiency, and also invest in technology and automation.
Hi, my name is Nurul Ainazira binti Muhammad Rizwan. My ID number is MDB2211046. For question 2, Roman 1, choose a company and analyze based on figure the trend of revenue, net income and expenses over the last 3 years for the selected company. The company we choose is MyNews. MyNews is a chain of convenience store in Malaysia that primarily sell newspaper, magazines, snack and other convenience items. Based on our analysis on MyNews financial statement for year 2020, 2021 and 2022, for revenue 2021, MyNews recorded a revenue of RM394.37 million, a decrease of RM95.02 million in comparison with last year revenue of RM489.39 million. While 2022, MyNews recorded a revenue of RM631.33 million, an increase of RM236.96 million in comparison with last year revenue of RM394.37 million. Next, for net income 2021 was RM49.97 million, an increase of RM34.07 million as compared with the previous year of RM15.90 million. For net income 2022 was RM23.59 million, a decrease of RM26.37 million as compared with previous year of RM49.97 million. Expenses for 2021 was RM178.34 million, an increase of RM18.39 million in comparison with last year expenses of RM176.50 million. Expenses 2022 was RM237.29 million, an increase of RM58.95 million compared with last year expenses. Question 2, Roman 2. What factors do you think contributed to any significant changes in this financial metrics? MyNews was going through an unprecedented time. The crisis has negatively impacted the company growth and performance, causing their first annual financial loss in final year 2020, followed by a second loss in final year 2021. The revenue 2021 decrease was due to longer period of lockdown, induced business disruption in the current year as compared with final year 2020. But then revenue was increased in final year 2022. The increase was principally contributed by the new outlet, longer business hour, as well as the improvement in the overall in-store sales, as business and social activities in the country were free from pandemic-induced restriction faced in final year 2021.
Other than that, increase in sales, which is 95.5 million from 2020 to 2021. MyNews successfully performed cost-cutting measure, improved operational efficiency, and changes in pricing strategies to gain more profit. The Food Processing Center, FPC, was underutilized and had not achieved the break-even level as it journeyed through the gestation period and pandemic crisis. However, the rollout of the ready-to-eat food has been increasing with the aggressive expansion of the food-centric CU outlet. Unfortunately, there is factors that can contribute to a decrease in net income in final year 2022. For example, increase in operating expenses such as rent and utilities. The increase of expenses was due to the cost of establishing and launching the new CU project, the cost of technical knowledge transfer in operating the new brand, addition of new talents for CU, new headcounts for MyNews to fill the previously trimmed workforce, and the cost of marketing and promoting the products and brand.
Hi, I'm Hannah Maisara binti Ramzan and my ID number is 22110076. For question 3.1 Roman is to determine whether the performance of the firm is improving or deteriorating. It is crucial for the financial manager to undertake both trend analysis and interfirm comparison. So, I will explain the distinction between these two analyses. Trend analysis involves evaluating a firm's financial data over time, such as comparing annual revenues or profits. For example, if a company's revenue has consistently increased over the past 5 years, it suggests improving performance. Advantage of trend analysis include identifying long-term patterns and helping predict future financial outcomes, while interfirm comparison, on the other hand, compares a company's financial metric with those of other firms in the same industry. For instance, if a company's profit margin is higher than the industry average, it may indicate strong performance. The advantage of interfirms comparison lies in benchmarking against industry standards, providing context for the company's financial standing.
While they are a popular form of analysis, there are many inherent problems and constraints of ratio analysis that financial analysts should be aware of. One of the most important constraints of ratio analysis including its historical information. Information used in the analysis is based on real past results that are released by the company. Therefore, ratio analysis metrics do not necessarily represent a company's current or future performance. For example, ABC Company might have experienced a significant change in market conditions such as economic downturns or recovery, and increased demand after the latest financial statements were published, making the historical ratios less predictive of its future performance. Furthermore, the inherent problem of ratio analysis is if the company has changed its accounting policies and procedures. This may significantly affect financial reporting. In this case, the key financial metrics utilized in ratio analysis are altered, and the financial results recorded after the change are not comparable to the results recorded before the change. For instance, XYZ company may use the FIFO first in first out method for inventory valuation, while another uses LIFO, last in first out method, leading to the variations in their financial ratios. Lastly, the manipulation of financial statements of a company. This situation happens to report a better result than its actual performance. Hence, ratio analysis may not accurately reflect the true nature of the business, as the mispresentation of information is not detected by simple analysis. For example, ABC Company creates a false sense of improved profitability compared to the original profitability in the first year calculating ratio analysis. The manipulated revenue figure may lead stakeholders to believe that company is experiencing rapid and sustainable growth, potentially driving up the stock price. However, the company is actually experiencing downturn.